Hi everyone, this was in my previous video, but I messed up, so I just made it like it was. And so this didn't get in there, but I want to put it up because it is so great. It's from Truth Control, and the way it's written is way better than anything that I could say and really explains a lot, okay? Santos Bonacci, Luciferian, and ex-Jehovah Witness. So, I'm just going to read it and then have a listen, and you can go check out the site later if you like. Disinformation, Santos Bonacci and the Holy Science. Santos Bonacci is one of many disinformation agents running around promoting sun worship and the condemnation of Christianity. His work includes an old trick used by the now defunct Zeitgeist film. Okay, now that is a really interesting film. I saw it a long time ago and then ended up not going along with what it said, but it makes a good case about their theory, okay? So, claiming that the Holy Bible is an astrotheological hybrid, a fancy term which means it's a metaphorical story chronicling the journey our beloved sun takes along the constellations of our solar system throughout the year. A website called Zeitgeist Challenge has, since October 2010, been offering $1,000 to anyone who claims they can prove anything mentioned in the entire first part of the first Zeitgeist movie about religion. Nobody has come forward. No other film has claimed such nonsense, but here to revive an old idea in hopes of appearing credible using a whiteboard and a vivid memory is Santos Bonacci. He claims that when we nod our heads to say yes, it is because the sun rises and sets. He claims that anybody whose name starts with Ra, like Randy, Raphael, or Rachel, is in reference to the sun. He believes that the word hour comes from the name Horus, and that when we ask what hour is it, which nobody asks, we ask what time it is. It comes from asking where Horus is in the sky. Okay, now, horizon does come from the name Horus, and there are lots of words in our vocabulary, days of the months, and all this sort of stuff, that still link back to some of those ideas, you know, like Saturday, etc. Anyway, you can study those on your own. There's lots of videos about that stuff. Fun fact, etymology, the study of the origin of words, tells you that hour comes from the old French word or, which means 1/12 of a day, and or comes from the Latin word ora, which means season or time, and the Greek word ora, which means any limited time. More on the etymology of the word hour here. Okay, there's no link, I think, because this is old. It would be worth using that website to look up the rest of his ridiculous claims about the origin of popular words. And believe me, this is true. He has ridiculous claims. He says that balcony is connected to Baal, the god of Baal, or however you want to pronounce it, because it actually, I looked it up, and it means beam, like, you know, an extension. So balcony doesn't have anything to do with the god Baal, or beautiful, or anything like that. So, you know, if you listen to him, you just get sucked into these word games that go on for hours and hours and hours. Okay. They are simply not true. I could make up a story linking the word yogurt to yogis and the yo-yo, but the fact is there's only 26 letters in the alphabet, only 6 vowels to choose from in most cases. There will be similarities. Disinformation agents utilize bits of truth to rope the viewer in so that you trust the person giving you the information. Once they have your trust, they insert lies, and many of them, hoping you will not do the background work to verify the claims, because you now trust that you are hearing the truth, leaving you misinformed and chasing down a rabbit hole that leads to nowhere. Okay, so even Jordan Maxwell does this when he's talking about currency and the banks of the river and the birth canal and, you know, all this sort of stuff that just, like, and you can hear the audience gasp, like, wow, you know, like that. You can't believe this, though. It's disconnecting you from the real truth, the real light of the world. Okay, so more on this here. These disinformation agents are also called gatekeepers by many truth seekers, guarding the real truth from those who search for it using lies and distractions. It's deception. That's what it is. You may be wondering how I know Santos Bonacci is a disinformation agent, other than the fact that he takes truths from Vedic astrology, which comes from Hinduism, and mixes them with falsehoods perpetuated by the Zeitgeist films. He cites one of his idols as being Manly P. Hall. Okay, do you know Manly P. Hall? Yeah, he's a 33rd degree Freemason, which means he was Luciferian. Whether Satan exists or not is irrelevant. Do you want a Luciferian teaching you what to believe? So, the Freemasons, Manly P. Hall, they all have really interesting information about life and the spirit and your thoughts and all that sort of thing. So it really gets people in. But there's a fine line between who you're following, okay? You get what I'm saying? The day has come when fellow craftsmen must know and apply their knowledge. Okay, this is Manly P. Hall talking. The law's key to their grade is the mastery of emotion, which places the energy of the universe at their disposal. Man can only expect to be entrusted with great power by proving his ability to use it constructively and selflessly. When the Mason learns that the key to the warrior on the block is the proper application of the dynamo of living power, he has learned the mystery of his craft. Okay, now get this right here. The seething energies of Lucifer are in his hands, and before he may step onward and upward, he must prove his ability to properly apply energy. He must follow in the footsteps of his forefather, Tubal Cain, who with the mighty strength of the war god hammered his sword into a plowshare. Manly, okay, that's from, he's quotes it where he got it from. Bonacci quotes other Luciferians in his lectures as well, including Michael Tsarion, who has been debunked. I remember watching him. It's kind of interesting. Tsarion is also friends with Jordan Maxwell, who is a Freemason and an actor who also played Bill Cooper. More on that here, and here. Okay, links are missing. Bonacci also recommends you read books by Jordan Maxwell. Jordan Maxwell's information, by the way, is not original. He got it from another guy. I can't remember his name right now. You know, it's the word play, the word games. In fact, most of his book recommendations are of the anti-Christian nature that tempts to blame religion for the problems of the world. Nobody is refuting the fact that organized religion has seen its dark days, but so has organized culture. America, anybody? Do we condemn organized culture too? No. We condemn those who make the choice to kill their fellow man in the name of organized culture, or in the name of God. You cannot blame a thing, just like you cannot have a war on terror, because the battle will never be won and you will get nowhere. Those of you who hate Christianity are not seeing the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is not that you must believe in Jesus, but that hatred toward a thing will not make it go away, and it will only cause further division among the people. Of course, people who follow Jesus of Nazareth and not, a religious version will want everyone to come to the knowledge of Jesus Christ and the price he paid, like he owns us, so we might as well go back to him, okay? Okay, the writer says here, I am not a Christian, nor am I religious by any stretch of the imagination. However, I do believe in God, and I do believe that when you have faith in a creator, you are less apathetic. Studies have shown that people with faith in a creator are less stressed out. This is true. You have trust in a higher power. That's gotten a lot of alcoholics through, right? The agenda of these disinformation agents, including Santos Bonacci, is clear. Strip people of their faith, especially Christians, it seems, so that they become apathetic, spread Luciferian beliefs, and mask them as New Age, to rope free thinkers and others into the one-world religion syncretism, right? To bring people together for the New World Order. Do they know that they're doing this? I don't know. I will post an article about how they plan to create this New World Order very shortly with the Luciferian agenda included, but for now, just know that this man is spreading disinformation as a gatekeeper of the truth. Okay, if you want more information, look up sun worship and Luciferianism. If you are still a Santos Bonacci fan, have you ever asked yourself the question, why does Santos Bonacci care so much about what everyone else thinks about Christianity and astrotheology? It's as simple as that. No matter how hard he tries, he can't prove himself to be correct. He can just talk to everyone into believing what he says until they do. And that's what he's currently doing. All it takes is some real research on what he's saying, and you will see what I mean. You will become exhausted by listening to Santos Bonacci. His videos go on 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, you know? And it's all about these word games that lead you to something like chemtrails are good. Oh my gosh, now I want to show you something else. This. Peace. I leave with you my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Okay, that's from John 14:27. This is it, everyone. You can have peace in this world up to your dying breath. And you don't know what's going to happen after you die. So, consider this, okay? What happens if I click that? Okay, well, get it? Jesus gives you peace not as the world gives it. And your heart does not have to be troubled, because it says in the last days things are going to be happening that cause men's hearts to fail them for fear. I mean, we have like Christians. Christians are going to be marginalized because they're going to reject the new cashless society that is going to be part of your identity and lock you into the beast system, the one world computer, and then, you know, all these other things with the vaccines, the food, the chemtrails, it just goes on and on and on. The robots that are coming, artificial intelligence. So, if you choose Jesus and you look into this, the reality of it, plus there's a lot of fake Christianity around, you know. This is a personal one-on-one thing. But you will have this kind of peace, okay? So, cry out to God. Accept the free gift of eternal life. Why not? Okay, don't get cluttered with all the dogma. This is the year of the dog, okay? So don't get cluttered up with all the dogma. The gospel is simple. It happens in an instant, and you can be reborn, a new creature. And then all these things fall away, and then you go like, oh, why did I take those drugs? Why did I drink so much? Why did I do this? Why was I unforgiving? Why did I scream at people? Why? And you just come into this acceptance of yourself and everyone else, and know that everything is under control. Okay, thank you for listening. And watch out for these guys, okay? Santos Bonacci. He's lost. Pray for him. What if he was like Paul, you know? And then what if the Holy Spirit grabs him and then says to him, Santos Bonacci, why do you persecute me? Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. God bless. Bye for now. Have a beautiful day, loving people. You know, it's the pagan Valentine's Day. Okay, catch you later. Bye for now.